I'm Warren Hebert. I'm CEO of the HomeCare Association of Louisiana, and we're videoing this afternoon an interview with Kevin Hayes. Kevin's the lobbyist for the HomeCare Association of Louisiana for over a decade now, and we're going to be touching base with Kevin periodically to share information with you related to what's going on at the state capitol in Baton Rouge. There's some significant issues this year that really will make a difference for home care providers. Kevin, thanks so much for joining us.
Of course, glad to be here.
Kevin is an attorney. He's been lobbying in Baton Rouge for how many years now, Kevin?
About 16 now.
And certainly over that time has built lots of relationships and has a lot of expertise lobbying Baton Rouge and getting some things done for clients. Kevin's organization is Hayes Strategic Solutions. Did I get that right, Kevin?
You did, Warren. Thank you for the plug.
Great. Kevin, we're going to just get right to the heart of the matter here. One of the main issues that we're dealing with this year is a potential provider fee or tax. If you would tell us just a brief little bit about that and where we are with legislation to tax providers.
Thank you, Warren. Yeah, the provider fee is something that has been around for quite some time. It's authorized through the federal regulations developed by CMS, and it allows for a broad-based tax, if you will, some call it a fee, on providers up to 6% of the net, which the idea behind it is the states could then use it for a drawdown of the Medicaid match. Obviously, those that do a significant amount of Medicaid work would benefit by such a fee/tax. However, those that providers that don't do a whole lot of Medicaid would be what we would call a big loser in such a fee arrangement. And so it's obviously a hot button topic at the legislature. In the past, the nursing homes and the pharmacists have gone along with the provider fee, obviously being heavy Medicaid, and apparently it's worked well for them. However, this year, the provider fee was first mentioned that I heard in a meeting with the new Secretary, Dr. Gee, and a lot of folks were kind of taken back by how it would work and what exactly the mechanisms would be, especially those provider groups that don't do a whole lot of Medicaid. So, I mean, obviously, when the budget is as bad as Louisiana's is in the current fiscal year and projected for next fiscal year, everyone's trying to look for solutions, but this simply is not a very good solution for providers that don't do a whole lot of Medicaid. There are two bills that are currently filed as it relates to an overall provider fee for all providers, and that's legislation by Representative Bacala and also Representative Robert Johnson. Those bills have not moved, although Representative Bacala's bill is scheduled for later this week in the House Health and Welfare Committee. But they face significant hurdles. One, any new fee would have to pass by 2/3 vote. And the question becomes, even if it got out of committee, would someone on the floor raise the issue of whether it's a tax or a fee? In Louisiana, taxes cannot be voted on during a session during an even number year, so therefore they would be precluded. So it's got some heavy hurdles. I really don't anticipate it getting out of that committee, either one of those bills. There are two other bills. One has been filed, and it's by Representative Bob Hinskins, and it basically reworks the provider fee for nursing homes. And the other one is a bill by that hadn't been introduced yet. Will actually be a resolution on behalf of the Louisiana Hospital Association. They had done a similar resolution prior to Katrina to establish a provider fee on themselves, but then backed off, obviously, with the uncompensated care issues following that devastation. So provider fees are a hot topic this session. Whether they will get any legs and move through the process has yet to be determined, but it's important for Warren, your members, to stay vigilant and be ready to respond should we need them to contact their legislators.
So for those of you who are members and home health agencies that are watching this, our legislative committee has at this point decided that it would be best for us to oppose these bills for a provider tax or fee because in the initial information that Secretary Rebecca Gee shared, she indicated that there would be as much as a 6% fee on gross revenue, and that is something that certainly the providers like home health, who are doing a very, very small portion of our business, maybe 5% of revenue or less with Medicaid, certainly wouldn't be a great deal of benefit there. We'll keep you abreast of that.